Alright, welcome back everybody. Last time we left off, we had all been continuing your exploration of Tribor, finding some possibly not so honest work, while you all were waiting in the town, as instructed to do so by Miss Kotha Mossblossom, your Lord's Alliance contact. She knew that something fishy was happening near the town, that the town was potentially in danger, and asked you all to stick around and keep an eye on things. While you were doing so, you all met several of the town's residents as you went from place to place, conducting your various businesses. Some of the townsfolk had more to hide than others, but at the end of the day, you all had accomplished everything that you set out to do, everything that was asked of you, and the following morning, all did seem quite quiet. You made your way out of the inn that you were staying at, and into the town square where you found Dorothra, the Lord Protector of Tribor, the one in charge of the town's militia. She seemed concerned as she looked to the south. Dorothra had sent the 12, Tribor's standing militia, their 12 finest warriors. She sent them south to check on a farmstead that had been recently attacked by orcs the previous evening. But she was feeling weary, that something was wrong. She was slightly encouraged by the fact that all of you were left in town, and as you all approached her in the town square on this foggy, cloud-covered morning, you began to hear screams from the northeast, and as you looked to that direction, you began to saw boulders falling from the sky as people began to shriek and scatter and cry out that giants were coming. You also heard from the west that through the woods, another attacking group of orcs were making their way into the town. So, we are going to go ahead and dive in right there. And I'm going to go ahead and take you guys back to Tribor right now. And you'll notice that your tokens are considerably smaller than they were the last time that we saw this map. The battle for Tribor will be taking place on this particular map. If you all want to zoom in on your tokens, you will see that all distances and measurements are accurate here on this map. And here comes the grid. So, there are two attacking parties approaching Tribor. Before we get into this, though, we have a little something special. In addition to your character, each of you is going to be receiving a special non-player character with ties to this location, with ties to Tribor. Each of these individuals are somebody that you have met at some point during your travels through Tribor. We'll be going over these 6, and you'll be able to take a moment to review your NPC's personality traits and their statistics. One of your goals in this part of the adventure is to keep your special NPC alive. For each of these NPCs that survives, you will receive a special quest that yields a special reward upon its successful completion. The details of these quests and who gives which one will not be revealed until the end of this part of the adventure, and we see who is left alive.
Okay.
So we don't know who we have.
I'm going to give you guys the option right now. I'm going to give you guys the list, and we can let you guys pick which ones you want to go with. There are 6 of them, so Silrin, unfortunately, will be left with whichever one is not being picked, but we will go through those right now.
Cool.
So, first and foremost, of course, is Miss Dorothra Shendrell. Here is her character sheet and all pertinent information. They will be in your journal from here forward, so you guys can go ahead and take a look at all of these as we go through them. So, we have Miss Dorothra Shendrell. Her character sheet reads very fighter forward. She has a multi-attack, she wields a greatsword, and has a heavy crossbow. Next, we have Dars Helgar, the ex-thief from Waterdeep. His character sheet reads kind of like roguelite. And then we have everyone's favorite from last time, the over-enthusiastic, not-so-childish Childman, Narth Tesrin. also have Urgola Meltimer, the woman that you all met at the inn. You met her while you were having breakfast there the other day. We have also Othavir Nandar himself. And last but not least, Mr. Gelrin Fohammer, the dwarf of Fohammer's Forge.
Dibs.
I thought so.
I saw that one coming.
If Drake doesn't grab the boy, I'll be very disappointed.
So Narth.
We don't want him grabbing the boy.
Oh no.
Narth was that wizard, right?
Narth, no.
No.
The wizard, you guys have not seen anything from him yet, but he is not included in these special NPCs.
Can
Okay.
I partner up with Dorotha?
Oh well, that's what I was gonna say. Never mind.
Oh,
We can always play a game of rollies if you guys each want the same one.
Oh no, it's totally okay. Can I have the innkeeper?
Absolutely. Alright, so Urgola.
Adventurers don't really retire.
Can you remind me who Narth was?
Narth was the overexcited guy that met you guys in the town square. He was super happy to meet all you guys. You guys thought he was a child at first until I showed you the picture.
Oh, that guy.
Yeah, the one you kneel to.
He's in there.
So what does he do?
He reads a lot like a fighter. He's got a crossbow and a sword.
Okay.
And doesn't he also have access to a lot of weapons?
He does. His shop is loaded with various weaponry.
So if we have to arm people, he'd be a good one to do it.
Okay, so far we have Dorothra is going to Crimson. There you are.
And the dwarf is going to.
Dwarf is going to Horus.
Yes.
Dwarf bros.
Okay.
If they're on each other's shoulders, they'll be like a whole big person.
Oh no.
There'll be a whole man.
The better for ducking.
Narth actually sounds like they might compliment me pretty well because if anyone gets close to me, they can help me out. So
Yeah.
I'll be good with Narth.
Okay.
It works thematically as well. So
Okay, and Dandy, you have Urgola.
I do.
Oh, I
And
actually
with the
gave
guy
it
from
to-
Waterdeep? Yeah, I'll take He says yes.
oh Jesus, armor class is so low. What the heck? Where is he not wearing any armor?
Okay, and so Gelrin to Horus.
So is it just me, or are many of the NPCs just spinning circles?
Yeah, I'm actually seeing that too. So it is on your guys' screen. Go ahead and close out the tab that you close out the window that they're on, and they're in your journal now. That little newspaper thing
Right.
looking on the right, so you can reopen them from there. So we have Othavir and Dars. Brevin, did you pick anybody yet?
Dars.
Dars, awesome.
Looks like some of them are a lot stronger than the other ones.
That, I contemplated bringing the wizard in here since you guys liked him so much, but he's just too strong.
I imagine Dorothra is probably the strongest of all of them, along with Forehammer, Gellerin probably.
They'll surprise you. Urgola is actually pretty strong. Yeah, they'll surprise you. I was going through all of these guys pretty carefully before, and they are definitely...
Okay, she literally says, "My home is my life. Threaten it and I'll hurt you." Urgola and Dandy are gonna get along great.
Narth is pretty weak. Rip.
North
Not gonna affect me at all. He's not gonna be able to affect me at all.
My apologies. I just had to handle the kid right
Does he even
quick.
have?
No
Doesn't have
worries.
spell cast. He does no spell casting. He's using a hand crossbow. His armor class is 12. That's so low.
Their character sheet. I'm sorry.
Okay, guys, so let's go ahead and go over where everybody currently is, because unfortunately we're not lucky enough to have them all just hanging out in the town square with you.
I'm sorry, Sean. Where's the
Huh?
character sheet?
The character sheet? On your journal where you have your player character sheet, there should be a new little thing that opened up for you that says named NPCs all the way down to Tribor NPCs.
Okay, so there's not like a
When you
Sorry,
open the sheet, when you open the character, when you click on it, it should give you a pop out and it says bio and info, and then the character sheet should be there next to it.
It just has a bit of role-playing information on it.
yeah.
You guys don't have
Okay.
access to the character sheets. That's not good. 1 second.
No.
Sorry, I couldn't word what I was trying to say.
No worries, no worries. That's actually something I need to take care of before we can get into this.
I'm guessing Narth doesn't have the crossbow expert feat.
No.
They need to be okay.
He has
Just-
enthusiasm, and that counts.
I mean,
Okay,
I
so-
guess he could use the bonus action to.
Crimson, since we already have Dorothera out on the field next to you guys in the town square, can you shift double click her? See if anything opens.
Oh, it opened. My page for her is opened.
You heard the character sheet and everything?
Yeah.
Okay, so you have...
I'm looking at it right now.
Okay, you have her multi-attack, greatsword, heavy crossbow, all that good stuff is visible to you?
Multi-attack, greatsword, heavy crossbow,
Awesome.
Dorothera's Shendrol, armor class, hit point, speed.
Excellent.
Everything.
Okay, so if once I reveal their tokens on the field, if you guys don't gain access to their character sheets yet, it'll probably be a refresh of the browser.
Okay.
I do have a quick question. If one of these characters is downed, will they have death saves? Or
They
are
will
just
have
instant
death
dead?
saves.
Okay.
They will be granted death saves.
Okay.
Okay. So, here we go. So, Narth is back at his shop. 1 second.
I almost wish I had a healing spell now.
Okay.
Because that's what the potions of healing are for.
So Narth is back at his shop at the Lion's Share. He is going to be right here.
You just remind me, Drake. Yo, who has the potion of healings we have? We have 3 of them.
We have more than 3. It's kind of just in the group loot for everyone to use at the moment. No one particular person has them.
So
We have
grab
7
whatever you want.
potions. We have 7 potions of healing. The idea is that they're more or less spread throughout the party, and that
Alright. That's
Yeah.
all that matters. Cool.
yeah.
Okay. So Narth is just now waking up. He is at the Lion Shield Coster right there. And then we have Dorothera, of course, in the town square with all of you. We have Dars Helgar at his little homestead next to the campground where you guys were staying. Right here. We have Urgola Meltimer. She is going to be at her establishment. At the North Shield House. Right here.
Thank you.
We now have Othavir, who looks like the only NPC who was not selected. I will run him until Silrin gets back next week. And then Gelrin is the furthest north. He is in his shop all the way up here at Gelrin at Foehammer's Forge. He is in the immediate path of the giant attack right now, as his forge is right there. So, does anybody have any questions? They will act on your initiatives, so there's no need to roll a second initiative for them. They will act either directly before or directly after you. You will have the option for that.
Okay.
I have a feeling we're going to be using a few of our special pouches this round. So if you don't mind, I'd like to have the pouches ready on hand because I'm probably going to be giving them out to like Nerth and maybe some of the others that aren't as strong to give them something useful to do.
Okay, guys. So, does everybody understand how to use their character, how to use their NPC? You can roleplay them as you please or not at all. It's entirely up to you. Remember, each of them has a special quest line attached to them. Each of them are pretty useful. So the more of them you keep alive, the more options you'll have for cool quests after this whole fight is done. Does anybody have any questions?
No, not really. Let me see. Oh, it's still not pulling up the actual character sheet for them, though.
I've got Urgolas, but I don't have Dandies.
That is so weird. Is anybody else having problems opening up their character sheets?
Nope.
I just refreshed too.
Yeah.
So I can see Dars.
Okay.
Let me refresh the whole thing right quick and see
And-
if that resolves it.
Okay.
That is odd.
You can, yeah, so you guys should be able to see all the tokens out right now for the various characters, but you should only have the character sheets for the ones that were assigned to you. So Dandy and Brevin are both having issues with that. Let's go ahead and see what we can do here.
Right. Ignore that. That's an accident.
Okay, let me see now.
Like, our player characters are all grayed out. Like, I can't even click on Dandy.
Okay, that's a browser issue. If they're just grayed out for you, but you can still see them, that's a loading issue.
Fantastic.
Yeah. And what about the NPCs? Are they grayed out as well?
Nope, just the PCs.
So you can click on the NPCs and they're coming up for you?
Yes. Okay, here we go. Now we're into business here. Character sheet for Dandy. Character sheet for Urgola.
Awesome. And Brevin, how you looking?
I got Brevin's character sheet up. Well, it just still has the bio and info on Dar's character sheet.
Oh, that's my fault. Okay, I accidentally gave him to Horus instead of you. That's my bad. Okay,
Oh,
go ahead and
okay.
close it out and reopen it, and it should work.
Try this again then. Okay, it's looking a lot better.
Okay.
Yeah, it's up now.
Awesome. Okay, guys, so from where you are standing in the town square, you can see a couple of different things. The main thing, of course, that you do notice is, especially Frederick and Silrin, where they're standing in that, looking up the road, you guys can all see a huge contingent of very large creatures making their way into the center of town from the main road. I will go ahead and ping those for you now.
Yeah, I saw those things like, spicy giants.
Spicy giants indeed. So, from the north, what you guys can see is two enormous figures. It is still a foggy morning, a little bit difficult to make out exact details. But from the northeast, you see two enormous looming figures. And in front of them, through the fog, come, it looks like about half a dozen mounted humanoids charging headlong into town. Directly behind them are 4 or 5 large, almost ogre-looking beasts heavily armored, marching into town. The two giants in the back scoop boulders from the ground nearby and hurl them into the town, seemingly indiscriminately. No specific targets as they hurl these into town. There are small humanoid figures. They light up like torches running around the base of the giants' footfalls. They seem to be laughing and running around with their hands up in the air, seeming to be having a good old time as they follow their giant overlords into battle. Furthermore, to the west, another smaller group of mounted orcs charge through the woods, two ogres trailing behind them. And we are now going to roll initiative.
Oh,
Nice.
And I was supposed to do one for the little bad as well. Oh, this dish is crap.
maybe I do one for flinch as well.
He apparently has stared at this and thought, what are we doing? I can't see anything.
Okay, guys, remember your NPCs act on your initiative. Do your best to keep them alive. There is quite a few enemies, so good luck and let's go.
Well, 2 good initiatives, alright.
Yeah, Frederick, you are up first. All distances on the map are accurate. That's why we shrunk your tokens down so very, very far.
Okay, I'm just gonna group them over fast. Do you guys want? Okay, so do you guys want to grab the NPCs first before we do anything?
I think
Well, we control them, so don't we just
yeah.
have them move out?
Yeah.
All right then.
Think about it this way: rocks started falling, and they heard it, and they're probably
Oh, yeah.
rushing to see what's going on and help
They
out.
are most certainly aware that the cat town is under attack.
Yeah, so they're
And
probably
the reason-
rushing to help out.
Right, and the reason that you have these particular NPCs are these are the most likely to be able to come to the defense of Tribor.
Okay, so each square is 30 feet of movement, right?
Sorry?
Or 30 feet, 5 feet of movement.
Each
right?
square is 5 feet, correct. Everything is to scale.
Okay, so let me
Vaguely to scale.
Ratha moved 1, 2, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Right, she moved 30 feet already. I'm gonna move Frederick. Wait, right. Is there anything around the area like people running away, or is it like...
Oh yes, the entire area is jam-packed with people fleeing, running away, people screaming, boulders falling, especially farther to the north. But yeah, people are pouring through the streets, running away. It looks like the vast majority of Tribor is basically said, fuck this, I'm out, and is leaving town in a hurry.
Okay, so I'm gonna use my movement and action to move 60 feet of movement.
Yeah, you can use your dash action for full 60.
Yeah, so I'll be up here, and Ratha will be 30 more feet of it, so it'll be 1, 5, 10, 30 feet rainbow here. Yeah. And I guess I'll be my action and her action.
Okay, Doratha does of course have her action to dash if she'd like to. Did she already do that?
Yeah.
Okay.
So she was right here next to Soren. I moved her next to Frederick, which is 30 feet of
Got
movement. And I moved her up a bit more, which should be another 30 feet.
Okay.
So,
What is Flinch going to do?
So Flinch, we'll just follow Frederick because right now he's freaking the hell out. Okay, so
I-
1, 2, 15, 20, 25, 30. Okay, cool. Move right next to Frederick. That'll be my turn.
Okay.
I'll be yelling at Dorotha. Right now, the orcs are the closest to the or the closest to the town. Instead, we have to deal with them, and when both of us start running towards that way.
Okay. Right. So, from the far north, you do see those strange little burning humanoid figures, arms raised, go charging into the town. And all of them are just going to go running in. And grab them all. Right. Drake, you're up.
So Nath hears the commotion and thinks it's his time to shine. So he's gonna run out here. And he's gonna yell out, "Hey, hey! Let me help you! Let me help you!" And that'll be his turn.
Okay. This tracks.
Let's see here. I'm gonna whistle for my horse to come to me. How long would it take for the horse to get to me?
I'm going to say that you're going to need to get into the that you're going to need to get to the stables and release your horse to get to them. I believe you guys have your horses tied here. You know what? Go ahead and make an animal handling check for me. And you can do so at advantage for anyone that has bonded with their horse. I think, what, 3 or 4 of you have bonded with your horses?
Silrin and I think Horace and Drake.
12.
Okay. So 12 is unfortunately not going to get the horse the training it would have needed to untether itself, which I've seen happen in the Westerns. I swear it's real. I swear it can happen. But
dog holding on to it.
Right, but we can say that you guys have the option of either having your horses be in the stables here, or with your cart here. But you will need to get to your horse to free it, and then it is an excellent resource to have, though. I can say that, and you will see why as soon as the orcs get their turn.
I'm going to run to my horse. Let's see here.
Hey.
River?
So whose horses are... let's just say that all of your guys' riding horses are here with your cart. So if you want to get to them, that's where they are. And you have your 2 draft horses as well.
Alright.
Just be wary of the wagon.
Indeed.
That's it for me.
Okay.
Reverend, you still have your thing on your alarm system on the wagon, right?
Oh yeah, and I also buried the cow. Also hid some caltrops around the wagon itself.
Nice.
All right, perfect. Drake
Okay.
sets it off.
I saw him set them down, so.
Well, I also warned everybody whenever I saw them after I did it too. So.
Okay. You guys can hear the pounding of bipedal feet charging into town. As they come a bit closer, you can see that each of these orcs is riding atop an axe beak, charging into town. You can see them cutting down civilians as they come in.
Man, just remember the horses.
And of course, the ones from the west are also joining in this. For ease of use, I'm just going to move the ogres out of the way so I can grab them all. Back here. Okay. That is the orcs' turn. You can see them charging into town. The vanguard of this assault out in the front, charging in, cutting down anyone who gets in their way indiscriminately, knocking through people, cutting them down as they go. Brevin, you are up.
Let's see here. I have to check one thing right quick. Sorry, it's with the skill. I'm having to kind of double check and see where everything is.
Not a problem at all. It is a massive map, and you each have 2 characters to worry about. That's one of the reasons why this is expected to be a little bit of a long fight. No worries. As it goes on, I'm sure we'll get more and more used to it.
Okay, well, in order to get somewhere where I can be effective quickly, okay. No, it's not showing all of my spells. Crud. In that case, let's do it this way then. I am casting
nice.
And as y'all watch, a pair of semi-bat-like wings kind of emerge from Revan's back, and he starts to fly. And getting this in here now, where to see 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60.
This is going to be a lot of camera tracking for me to actually keep an eye on where your NPCs are going and everything. There it is.
I think that is as far as I can travel with a dash while flying.
Okay, let me go ahead and take a look at Fly real quick. Surprisingly enough, I don't see Fly come up a lot.
60-foot move speed for the duration.
You have a flying speed of 60 feet for the duration. So
For up to 10 minutes.
I feel like that would give you a full dash of 160 feet.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought that's what I
Yes.
did. I did, yeah.
Yeah. Awesome.
Being the useless little blankety blank that he is, just clung to me and just grabbed onto a foot and rode me.
He's so fast!
Whee!
Pretty much. He's useless.
But loved.
Mm-hmm.
And
You've got
as
Dars.
far as the character between Darls, he hears the commotion, comes outside to see what's going on. And naturally, sees everything going to heck, and with his, and he sees Drake trying to do something with the horses, so he's going to, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He'll try to take a dash to get over there to the horses as well.
Okay.
Just assuming that, and he'll prepare his sling just in case something gets close enough to attack.
Okay. All right, guys. From the west, you can hear roaring and stomping of familiar creatures. You've seen these things before. Ogres are not uncommon in this area, and they do, in fact, come lumbering into town.
Dandy's excited. She hasn't picked one up lately.
Okay. Ogres rushing into town. Horus, you're up.
So I have a bit of a problem because I can't move my NPC out. Elrin will not run from a fight, so if he moves out of the building so far away from us, then he's just dead. So I have to leave him in the building.
Okay.
Then he'll run up after, and then I can just 60
Tactical
feet.
retreat.
Strapping on his armor.
All right.
Grabbing, so I can move. Let's say there.
Okay.
And hopefully
Oh no. Where'd the-
that's a dash. Oh, hell, I'll put up my armor as a bonus action. And is there a little bit of cover here? I want to move from cover to cover.
Okay. Yeah, if you want to be on the other side of the fence, we'll say you can have half cover.
Oh,
These are fence lines here.
no. Okay, I'm good.
Okay.
I want to be a target, not on the other side of the fence. Let me open my character. That's not me. Oh, yeah. There we go. Okay.
Horus has become concentration.
Yep. Concentration incarnate. I'm done.
Okay.
Thank you.
He's a little clock.
Dandy, you're up.
Okay. For Urgola, are there people in the inn?
Yes, there are people in the inn. They would be hastily gathering their things to make their flight from Tribor currently.
All right. She's going to make sure they know to head east, since that's currently not orky, or I mean ogre. There's not much she can do at the moment. I imagine her Morning Star is like hanging up over the bar, like displayed. She's gonna take that down. How many bottles of alcohol can she take with her?
I'll say that she can carry in her arms 6. That would make, of course,
All right.
anything else she would do difficult. But if she wants to take the time to grab a bag or something and load it up,
Yes,
she'll probably get
please.
20, 25 bottles.
Okay, she's gonna take a bag, because if you're gonna do something, it's worth doing it correctly. So, my next question is: she doesn't have any magic? So, is there a means of like lighting a fire at any point?
Yes, you guys would have all of your NPCs would have access to basic necessities like tinder boxes, means of lighting torches and whatnot.
There's also
Perfect.
firebolt.
She's going to
She's in an inn. There's a fireplace in the inn and a fire burning. You stick something in.
Yep, that'll do. But if you need to start a fire like out in the street or something, then yeah, she'll have what she needs to do that.
Okay. So with her Morning Star and her bag full of alcohol, she's just going to start walking toward the long road. Just Morning Star over her shoulder, tearing up strips of fabric and looking very prepared to mess someone up.
Urgola's making Molotovs.
Pretty much.
Nice.
As far as Dandelion, she's going to go in the direction of Horus. She likes to follow him around. There's nothing in hitting range yet.
Dandy has an 80-foot dash.
Okay.
He'd probably get a
You
little
can
faster.
outrun anyone.
Except for
Oh,
horse, and,
okay.
except for Brevin in the air at the moment.
No. Run.
Okay. This feels like a good spot to watch who's coming from where, because we've got things coming from the north and from the west. Her axe is out. She's ready to use it.
Okay.
And for now, I'm done.
All right. So, from the north, who speaks giant?
Me.
Urgola.
Okay. Anybody with an earshot of the party? Frederick, you said you speak giant?
Yes, sir.
You hear booming voice, a powerful feminine voice from the north, confidently begin shouting commands. You hear her say in giant, "To the town square! To the campground! Find the rod! Destroy all in your path!" And then she begins pointing towards buildings, and you can see the little flaming creatures begin clapping their hands and running towards the buildings. And then the giantess herself begins stomping towards town.
It's like all I say is shit.
Ah,
As
It's
I
such a
not a
turn-
good time to go to the bathroom.
As I turn to look at the wagon, while she says that, I go shit.
On the bright side, it's booby trapped at the moment. Plus, you gotta remember that
Booby trap.
the rod
You
is
think-
extremely heavy, so it's gonna require the giant most likely to carry it. Because the little guy's probably not be strong enough to carry it. At least not alone.
I'm just saying, if we could do it, they could probably do it far easier.
And I like the optimism of the fact that human-sized pythons are going to mean anything to a couple giants.
No, it might hurt the little bitty critters running around, but probably not the
There you
big one.
go.
Yeah, I'm gonna say, yeah.
Okay.
I am.
And Flinch is just clinging to you, right, Brevin?
He
no, he's with
is.
me.
I'm sorry, E.
Yeah. He was
That'd be
lazy and
hilarious.
just kept a halt as he traveled.
Okay.
I mean,
Frederick.
that'd be hilarious. Flint just grabs onto you too.
We're back around to the top
Okay,
of the
so-
initiative.
All right, so armed with that new information, okay, give me a second. Where the hell is the little one? Okay, so, do I have to use an action to jump over this little fence?
No, you guys can... Yeah, don't worry about that. Unless you're trying to go through a building, we're not going to really worry too much about terrain difficulties.
All right, I'm just gonna do a full sprint back to right about here, and if Drake can see me, I'm just gonna yell out, "They're here for the rod!" As like I'm going for as like Dorotha just sees me after hearing what that thing was trying to say, was saying. All Dorotha sees just Frederick just turn and dart straight to the wagon. And I yell at Drake, "They're here for the rod! They're here for the rod! Shit, we brought them here."
I'll just quickly yell back and remind them. We already got a ping here. There's another one around. There's probably the one they're looking for.
Unless there's two rods. Okay, Dorotha. Oh, where should I leave her? Wait, where's Dorotha? There she
House.
is. Okay. Okay, so guess she's going. I'm gonna keep her right next to, as you see, just see Frederick just run the opposite direction. I'm gonna move Dorotha with. Come on. There we go.
Yeah, small tokens. You might have to zoom in really far to get to really click on them properly.
Yeah.
Like, I looked everywhere for like a 2-scale map of Tribor that I can find, and I'm like, this map is perfectly fine. I just have to grid it and scale it, and it works. Rather than trying to do a 1-to-1 recreation of all of Tribor.
So like 30 feet right there, so she's another 30 feet. So I'm gonna move Droth to the house in the corner. Try to get her some cover. About here, looks like. And that'll be my turn.
Okay. And Flinch?
Flinch will follow Frederick. He has no clue what's happening right now, so other than just danger.
Okay. Man, Roll20 is just running really slow tonight, guys. So if you're having any issues with character sheets, that's probably why. Roll20 is just not. Oh, they're doing that event this weekend. They have the roll. There's like a big event going on. So there's probably like, literally probably double the amount of people using Roll20 right now than normal.
Gotcha. Yeah, that'll be Flinch's turn as well.
Okay.
That's his full sprint and movement.
Okay, so you all see from the north as the giant woman points her finger. Oh, did I not? I don't think the giant man got into initiative, so I'm going to re-roll for him now and just say that he got just as far as his counterpart. Okay. Perfect. So you see the female giant point towards one of the houses, and Frederick, you hear that low booming voice say, "That one." And a couple of the little humanoid flame creatures screech in joy. You can hear their high-pitched keening all the way from where you are, and they charge towards the building. And Horace Gelrin would be able to see these creatures run up and literally just hug the side of the building. Arms out, they just press themselves up against the side of the building, and the building goes up in flames.
Well, there goes Urgola's.
All right. The rest of the Magmans, these ones are going to rush forward, grab onto this building, set it ablaze. The rest of them are just going to begin running further into town. Drake, you are up.
Alright, so I will make it to my horse. I'll kind of come up behind him, a little bit in a rush, but kind of approaching softly, not scare the horse. I'll just kind of like run my hand along his back as I come forward to untie it and hop on.
Okay, half your movement to get on the horse.
Yep. So now does my movement to instantly become 120, or is I still
Mounted
have to
combat. You can. The horse shares your initiative count now, and you can use your. You can command it to take either the dash, dodge, or disengage action.
Cool.
So yeah, so you do get to command it to take its action right now.
Cool. In that case, I don't actually have control of the horse, unfortunately.
Oh, I'll get you guys control of the horses right now. Should be good to go.
Alright, let's see. So 100 feet of movement.
Those
So
are
as
your
100
journals now, by the way, guys.
So as 100 feet in all movements, does the horse have an action to also dash if it wanted to?
Yes, the horse can dash.
Dang, so we can go up to 200.
Yeah, mounted combat is nuts for situations like this. It's so good.
Okay. So they're still all the way up there. Okay. I'm going to yell. Can the horse hold 2 people, or would that be too much weight for the horse?
We'll say that its speed will be reduced. We'll just say that it can't take the dash action while it's bearing 2 riders.
Okay. All right. I'll yell to Narsh to hop on. Hop on. You want him to shine, right? We'll take you to the main defensive line. And he'll run up and hop on, and then that's the end of the horse's movement for now.
Okay. The male giant coming from the north literally just walks up to this burning building and takes a massive, massive greatsword and just cleaves directly through it. Walking through it like it was just a pile of sticks in his way. That brings us to the orcs. They are just going to continue their rush into town. Their instructions given, they are going to follow them. Oh, I grabbed yep. Back. Okay, so the orcs come charging into town, whooping and hollering, screaming. Most of the people are out of their way at this point. Gelrin would have seen them just come thundering past his house. And now we come to the orcs in the west. Here they come. Man, their movement is weird. Oh no!
You got tiny.
In they come. Okay. Brevin, you're up.
Okay, let me do some quick measuring right quick. Okay, well, we're hopefully being close enough where I can start to be
Combat effective.
Particularly whenever I can move. Yay far, roughly.
River.
So somewhere near 60 feet. So okay. Oh no, go back to this. And that should be, if I measured right, then let's get this lined up right to make sure I did it correctly. Oh yeah, just in range.
Nice.
So as I'm flying there with a nice broad smile on my face. Oh, come on, pull up, Gizmo. Sorry, it's taking a sec to load the little actions for the thing, because like you said, just because of how many folks are on it.
Right, Roll20 is running slow right now.
Come on now, why aren't you doing it now?
What's not loading?
Well, I'm trying to click for it to load up the... Oh, I know what it is. Hold on. I had the measuring thing on.
Oh, okay, yep, that'll do it.
I
I can't tell you how many times a day I do that.
I'm going to fire a pair of Eldritch Blast at the nearest orc.
Eldritch Blast. Here it comes. Okay. 26 hits. The nearest one would be this one here.
Okay.
So he
And
comes
we're gonna go with the
charging
second-
in, rounds a corner, and looks towards you. He reaches towards his back with it for a javelin, smiling at you, thinking you'll be an easy target as your Eldritch Blast streaks out and catches him squarely in the chest.
Why he thinks this when I'm flying like 5 feet above the ground, I have no idea.
16.
Well, that's on the second.
16 hits. So, Brevin, as he turns this corner and a smile appears on his face, it vanishes a moment later when the first Eldritch Blast strikes him in the chest. The next one catches him squarely in the face, knocking him off of his mount. And you have claimed your first victim.
With some of his, I'm assuming his friends are watching, correct?
Oh yeah, they can see.
I say as loudly as I can, as I'm flapping the bat-like wings there, and just go. And gentlemen, I think you've picked the wrong town to be at.
They just begin howling.
Oh.
Like,
Just
Just like-
almost losses are expected.
Very well. I guess a few more have to be killed before intimidation's allowed for y'all. That's okay.
Yeah. As of right now, their giant overlords are far more intimidating than you are.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Plant the seeds early though.
Mm-hmm. All right. Anything else?
For the moment, that is it.
Okay. That is going to bring us to the ogre standing right behind them, who just saw that you make quick work of one of his, I wouldn't say friends, but one of his smaller compatriots. He is going to start marching forward, get right in between these two guys here, and ooh, I think you're just in range for a javelin throw. You're at 20 feet.
How much?
Oh, what was that?
120 feet for the javelin, and you are
Oh,
just
yeah.
in there. It is a
How much-
disadvantage, though, because that is the max range. What was that, horse?
Altitude?
Oh. We don't use Pythagoreans here, so it's just the whichever distance is the longer of the two. So say he was 40 feet in the air and 140 feet away, we just use the 140. Or say he was 30 feet in front and 60 feet up, we would use the 60, because no one's got time for Pythagorean here.
Yeah. And I'll admit, he was just high enough where he wasn't having to... Because he figured a hurry was more of a need than ducking, diving, and dodging.
All right. So, a javelin comes slinging your way, Brevin. It is at disadvantage because of the distance. At disadvantage, it's a 13 to hit.
A 13 does not hit.
All right. So the javelin goes streaking past you out of the way, and the ogre just gets into like into the squatting arms out stance and just roars in your direction as he comes charging in. The other one does not have a shot on you, so he is just going to use his dash. It's right there. Oris, you're up.
Okay. Gelrin saw some orcs ride by the house, but I don't. And
Oh,
then,
wait a minute. I gotta move my NPC, don't I?
Oh, yes. You do need to move Nars.
Okay, is it possible for him to attempt to get on one of these horses?
He's gonna steal one of your horses? No, I'm just playing. He can totally borrow one of your horses. Half of his movement.
Okay,
And
so...
an animal handling check, as these are not his horses. Since I don't think Dars is proficient in animal handling, it would just be a wisdom check.
Okay, and his wisdom it'd be a straight D20. Yeah, it's not popping up anything for me to roll, so I'll just roll the D20 and we'll see how it goes.
Okay, he can get on the horse.
Okay. So yeah, he's on it. Now, is he able to move the same round, or is he just able to get?
Oh yeah,
on
he
it?
can he can command the horse to move on his round, so he can move up to his 100 feet.
Okay. So, considering the guy he knew from the former City Watch guy he knew from Waterdeep just grew freaking wings and kind of acted weird over there, he's kind of thinking that maybe it's time to take this horse and come here, Mickey. And kind of see where the other fellow was heading to.
Horses are going to have a harder time getting around the fences, so you'll need to go around the fences with the horses.
Okay.
A little too tall for them to jump.
So about right there, 75. And about right there. Oh, let's see. Go back to the pointer. So we're about right there, and one of the horses right there.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, Horace, we are back to you.
Okay, can you move Gelrin 25 feet out of that house for
Yes.
me, please?
He's trying to stay behind the orcs that are charging away from him, right?
Well, theoretically, he's seen the orcs and he's trying to catch them.
Ah, nice. That is amazing.
But I don't think he can get to them with a 50-foot movement, and they're going to move on horses the next round.
Right.
Oh.
And they definitely do not seem to notice him.
Okay.
Just put the fear in them.
Yeah. So Gelrin comes running out of the house, hammer up, just yelling, and the orcs just rush right past him.
Excellent. Couldn't ask for more. You know what? Now that I know that they are coming to the center of town, I will go over the fence and use it for cover.
Okay.
You know, or... God dang. It's got those people going towards Brevin.
Would the fence be half cover, I'm guessing?
Fence will be half cover, yes, sir.
Yep. Yeah, other side of the fence, half cover.
All right, you got it. Dandy, you're up.
All right.
Andy.
Dandy is going to, I think, join Brevin.
Okay. Yeah, there's definitely a bit of action coming Brevin's way right now.
Yes. And she would like to rage and throw her javelin. Does a 15 hit?
15 hits. Javelin. What's the range? Your range on javelin is 120 feet, right?
Yes.
So that is at disadvantage since that's at the high end of it.
Oh,
so
14
14 does still hit.
Yay!
And at that one there, I'm assuming?
Yes, please.
Oh man, it's so hard to keep the camera on you guys. Like YouTube's gonna be like just focusing on an empty house for a while as we just talk things out, and I'm gonna be like, oh shit, and the camera just moves. All right, so that does hit for 8 damage. Good stuff.
Great. I get 2 attacks. Can I throw another one?
Yeah, you can throw another one.
Cool.
8 does not hit, unfortunately.
Dude, you gotta
Fair
quit.
enough. What?
25 is, if you... Never mind.
She's at disadvantage, so the best that she could get would be a standard roll, which would still get her an 8.
Oh, okay.
It's all good. So on to Urgola,
Mm-hmm.
who's going to hop a fence and Oh, sorry, I'm trying to do this one-handed. I'm holding a baby. Ask who's over here, other than horses.
I think it's just horses right now. Everyone else that was not a horse left.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, my guy went outside of the inn because he.
It's all right. She's gonna ask what the situation was, but she sees the situation.
Yeah, especially the one to the west.
If
And,
anything, I'll tell her what's happening.
Oh yeah, you guys can shout at each other from where you're at. Yeah, Frederick's there. It's only 60 feet away. That's shouting distance.
I assume this is somehow your fault.
I looked at the wagon and I say, I'm so sorry.
All right. Well, I guess if it's waking up this early, I'm gonna hit something. All right,
Well,
so she's gonna wait for her turn.
I point to the north. Well, there's them, and I point to the west, and then there's them.
Just don't get in my way.
All right, so that brings us to the other giant, and you can hear again. Frederick, you hear her shouting in giant, and she says, "Oxort, to the camp!" And you can see she's talking to the other giant, who responds back to her, "As you wish, Ildmane," shouting these things in giant. But the woman giant is going to begin stomping into town.
Is the camp where the horses are?
Yes.
All right. Urgola's right where she wants to be then, because she can speak giant.
That is her turn. What's up?
I just want to ask, how big is the rod exactly?
We have dimensions on it. Let's see.
It's 6 feet.
6 feet?
Yeah.
Okay, so like a little taller than Frederick then. Okay.
Yeah, I'm sorry. It's actually 4 feet long and 100 pounds.
Sorry.
Oh.
Sorry.
You're good. You're good. We got the dimensions in the journal if anyone wants to check it out. But 4 feet long and 100 pounds. Sized to fit comfortably in a giant's hand. So Drake, your estimate that it would be difficult for them to carry, unfortunately, was incorrect. They are literally designed to be easily carried by these giants.
And this wagon is not going to stop. This wagon and trial is not going to stop them for anything. Okay, I know what to do.
Okay, E.
E was shaken loose
Oh no.
and is insulted, not knowing why all these people have so rudely awakened him. He is going to fly over here by Dartha. Well, no, he's not. Hold on. 5, 10. He's going to fly over here and screech at Brevin and Dandy about why he has to be awake, even though they can't understand him.
Pompous little shit. I love him.
Right. Frederick, you're up.
Okay, so that is what 50 feet of movement. I'll have to use an action to get to the wagon. Or what would the wagon be exactly? Just like
We'll just
right
say
there?
it's right here. Here, I'll drop a token down for it.
Okay. So
You guys got a visual.
okay. I'm gonna run straight at the wagon, and that is my action to dash. So I can't take an action to do anything, right?
Yeah, it is your action to dash, so all you have left is a bonus action.
Okay, so as a bonus action, can I get to the rod?
What do you mean? You want to just like climb into the cart?
So I have a bunch of flying cloth and rope, 60 feet of rope.
Okay.
So my idea was to wrap it up in that cloth and tie it to my back.
Okay,
because
that
it's
would
100
definitely be
pounds.
object interaction, which is an action.
Yeah, so I'll wait for my next turn to do that.
Okay.
Uh,
Or are you? I don't
Can I
see you anymore.
cast-
Oh, there you are. You're
I'm
under a
right,
horse.
I'm under- yeah, the horse. The horse is standing on me. This is Skyrim all over again.
Oh no.
What's it called? Wait. Is Mage Armor a bonus action spell or is it an action spell?
You know, I'm not sure. I believe Mage Armor is an action.
Yeah. Let me just make sure. Mage
Is.
armor. It is. Okay. Yeah. Cool. No, that'll be my action. So with or I forgot her name. With Dorotha, she's gonna get cover. She's gonna put herself into this house here. Let's see, preparing for those giants to come in from the north.
Okay.
Let's see, this, 60
Is
feet,
she gonna go into the house or like along the side?
along the side. So like
Okay.
basically she's gonna stand right here, right about here. So when she sees the giants come down the alley or any of those creatures, she's gonna hold as 40 feet of movement in action. Can I still hold an action or no?
Unfortunately, not. When you do extra movement, that is your action, so you would not be able to hold one.
Okay. Okay, so. Alright, so yeah, she's gonna take cover behind this house. And that is it.
Okay. Flinch.
With Frederick. With straight to me.
Okay.
Okay.
Now that brings us back to the little flame monsters in the north who are just going to continue their rampage into town. I don't think any of them have the movement to get to a place and ignite it, so grab them all.
He just burst it. He just stands here and burn everything. How much range is the heavy crossbow? Hey Sean.
Yep.
So I never used heavy crossbow before. It says 140 to 400 feet of distance.
Yep.
Is the 400 at disadvantage or?
That is correct.
Is that
The first number, whenever you see those two slash numbers like that, the first number is its optimal firing distance. You take shots as normal. The longer number is its long range, and it's a disadvantage.
Okay, thank you.
No problem.
I never used this thing before, so I'm like, just gonna make sure.
Okay, and that is going to bring us back around to Drake.
Alright, let's see here. Half cover's not great. I'll play there. I'm actually going to tell Narsh to go to the horses and protect the area, because that's likely where they're going to be going. So he'll go. Start making his way to behind the fence over here. For now.
Okay.
And I'm going to. Yeah, these ones. Rip Gellerin.
You'll be fine, hopefully.
He'd be fine over there, a little bit over there.
Oh no.
Yeah.
They really did start him in a really disadvantageous spot.
He is the legendary blacksmith.
I think I'm in range. Cool. We're gonna go ahead and cast Firebolt
Firebolt. Which one?
on this one here.
Okay, I see.
12 damage.
12. So that one flanking the ogre, the riderless Axebeak to the other side of him, comes charging around the corner as well and just catches a firebolt and goes up in a burst of flame. His Axebeak goes running around in circles crazily as the orc drops off in flames.
All right. That'll be it for me as I just go back to here, and that's it for me.
Okay. We have the other giant. Who is just going to continue his slow, monotonous march into town. The orcs are getting close. They're coming in from the north. And as Gelrin comes charging out of his house with his hammer raised, shouting at the orcs, his voice is lost on the thunder of all these Axebeaks just charging past him. And
He has no chance. Oh, they're gonna ignore him?
well, yeah, he's coming in behind them, so the only ones that could potentially notice him are these guys, but they rolled very low on they have very low passive perception, so they are going to ignore him. Their instructions are to get to the center of town, and they are going to do as told.
Never mind, he has a chance.
Right there. Okay. He's still got those giants to deal with, so he's not quite out of the woods yet. All right, that is those orcs. These two Axebeaks, they now without their riders, are just going to book it back into the woods from whence they came, leaving their dead riders behind. These guys, though, they can get close, but not quite in. And they can get close. Okay, now the one that stopped right on the fence line, he's gonna rear his Axebeak up and kind of trot along the fence line a little bit before pulling a javelin from his back and hucking it at the closest one to him, who is Brevin. I believe that is a standard roll. Let me double check real quick. Range, javelin. Only 30 feet for optimal. I think he's out of range for that. Yeah, so still at disadvantage. He only gets a 7, Brevin.
Misses.
All right. I think the ones to the south are too far to do anything of... Oh, nope, they got their 120 feet, so... All right, so you have 2 more javelins coming your way. Dandy, they are both coming for you.
I'm raging. Urgh.
All right. Dandy, it is a 11 to hit at disadvantage. Ooh, and the next one's a 22 at disadvantage.
22 hits, 11 does not.
All right, so for 6 piercing, halved by your rage to 3.
Woo.
Brevin, you're up.
The first thing I do is I tell Dandy that I'll aim at least one of these distance ones down here. And we're just going to fire away at one of them.
Okay.
That does not hit.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that one misses.
No. And we'll fire a second one. Oh,
Unfortunately, a
dear God.
10 is also not going to hit. You were shooting at the orcs. Oh, never mind. It doesn't hit the ogres either.
Well, that is annoying and embarrassing.
Oh, no.
It's okay. I hear it happens to a lot of guys.
Oof.
Completely natural.
Anything else from Revan?
He's cackling.
No, no.
Okay. Well, I don't necessarily think he has a whole lot other actions to do currently. I think that's it
And
for him. So as for the NPC I had, upon hearing and seeing Urgola come in there, he is careful about the
all right. So, as the battle rages on around all of you, doing your best to prepare for the onslaught that is on its way into town currently, the Vanguard is already making its way towards you all, breaching the exterior perimeters of the town and causing havoc within, cutting down civilians, just generally causing as much havoc as they can before their masters arrive. Oris, we are to you and Dars.
Dars. I think that'd be
Paris and Dars?
Narth and Dars.
I gotta get this fella done with looking up that and thinking, oh god, there's nothing I can do solo on that. That was 40, and he's on horseback, so okay. Up there, then 5, 10. The riding horse there. And let me see if there is anyone close enough for him to attempt something on. Not quite. His sling has a 120-foot range. That is, well, actually maybe one way. Let me try if he had instead gone. Use that last 10 feet to just go straight instead. Let me try from there, see if that gives a little bit better. Oh, no, not that.
That doesn't look like it.
No difference. Okay, I'll just kind of leave it as is then.
Okay. We are back to the ogres. Yeah, he is just going to run. He is just going to come stomping up towards the gate. You see him stop right in front of it, and he's obviously looking at it, and he raises his fists up as he's going to smash it into little bits in front of him, but he has used all of his movement, so that is all he can do currently. But this one... Yep. He's going to come right up to this side of the fence, and he is going to use his action to just knock that fence right out of the way, blow it into little bits, and come stomping into the lower camp. That is his turn, though, bringing us to Horus.
Can you hear me?
Can.
Okay. So, Ildman, can he run to the mage in the manor and tell him that the town is being under attack, or do you want that off limits as far as the story?
No. He can go talk to the mage if you would like to.
Okay, let's
Certainly an option.
move him his 50. Right. I'm on the wrong thing. Moving towards there. Then what am I gonna do? Okay, looks like people are under attack there. I really hate giving up my position. That's assuming I can make it over the fences.
Yeah, you can make it over them.
Okay.
Yeah, that's not an issue.
Okay. Because we are having the orcs like knock them down.
Right.
Okay, I'm done.
Yeah, the orcs,
Thank you.
the ogres are knocking them down. So definitely something that you could be climbed over just using your movement. All right, that brings us to Dandy.
Dandy is going to sorry. She's going to move toward the big in here. And is she close enough to... How do I measure, guys?
There's a little ruler. It's like a circle. I always call it a comb. It's like a circle with a cone on it in your toolbar on the left.
Still out of range. Can I move forward a little bit more? So I can yeet a javelin at him.
Unfortunately, you did use your action to dash on this turn. When you move your full 60 feet, that is your action.
Oh, okay.
Her move is
Oh right. So
is 40.
So
and her
she
dash is
definitely
80.
Awesome. So 40 to 80. That is still she still used her dash to get as far as she did. So you can move closer by 20 more feet.
Okay. So I can't throw anything?
Unfortunately not.
Balls.
Alright,
then I'm gonna initiate Radiant Soul.
Okay.
Oh.
Oh, you have to use your action to do that, unfortunately.
Oh.
Yeah.
It was boner.
Yeah,
Okay.
the extra movement is...
Well, then I just made myself a really big freaking target.
You can go back to your regular movement and huck a javelin.
Alright.
So instead of moving the full 80, you just move 40 and then huck a javelin at disadvantage.
Alright. That sounds good to me.
Yeah. Toss it up to see what happens.
Oh.
18 still hits, handily. Are you hitting the ogre or one of the orcs?
I'd like to hit the ogre.
You got it.
Not much of a disadvantage.
Then I'm gonna do it again for funsies.
Nice.
Nope.
12 hits.
Oh, it does? Yay!
Yeah, he big. He big and he's slow.
Can I use my bonus to initiate Storm Aura?
Yeah. Movement, action, bonus action.
Sweet. And that's a D4 or D6, guys?
I don't think they're in range for you. But it stays active as long as you're raging, and I don't see your rage dropping anytime soon.
No. Okay. Then as far as Urgola, someone said something about the booby trap, right?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, not to
Sweet.
Urgola, but I'm there.
Okay, so Frederick will say something to Urgola, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I had it where I'm, oh god, what's his name? Dars, where he said, be careful around the wagon.
Ah, okay.
Ominous.
Yeah, why are we careful around the wagon? Do the horses spook easily?
Well, I guess you'll find out.
Well, I'm not going to send a NPC that has a potential awesome plot attached to her.
They did trap it. They put all those pythons around you, and I'm sure Frederick would tell you that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I am right here. Don't worry.
So she wants to know why they booby trapped the wagon.
I look at Urgola and I just say, we have something they may want, and I kinda
Sean,
kinda
she's not a dum-dum. Can she put two and two together?
Yeah, I mean, if Frederick says they have something they might want, Urgola is definitely smart enough to put that together.
All right, she's going to... Is that Frederick right next to the wagon?
Yes.
Okay. She's
I'm
going to hand him the bag of alcohol and tell him to put it in view, just in case. And then she's going to... Over here.
as she passes by, I'm like, Urgola, you might, as I try and pull out the freaking rod.
Just ready. God, you
Yeah,
trying to
no,
yank
she's
it.
not she basically, in case things go badly, she's gonna blow that shit way up.
Oh no.
Oh my god.
And
I'm gonna
considering
hear, like,
Urgola's past with giants, that tracks. She would much rather blow something up than let them have it.
100%. Yay!
Yeah, that's really cool. All right. Anything else?
Nope, I'm good. Thank you.
All right. That brings us to Ildmane, the giant up there. And, yep, she is just going to continue her march into town. 60. E.
Moment here.
I'm sorry, but I love E, and I will die to protect him.
E5.
You do know it costs 10 gold pieces to bring him back from the dead.
The audacity.
The
And have
audacity.
Yeah. Yeah.
like 10 gold pieces could be
He's
used
moving.
on.
He's moving closer so he can attempt to help out if possible.
Okay.
That's what he claims. It may be if we croak, he may try to lick some of our blood. Who knows?
I changed my mind.
Maybe he's just waiting to see where this semi-vampire thing will, if he dies or not.
All right.
He's curious. He's just seeing how it plays out.
Alrighty. Frederick, we're on you.
All right, so I get the rod of Ovundar. Try to check it out. Do I need to roll anything to do that?
It's 100 pounds. It's heavy, but you can do it with your action.
Yeah. So I'm gonna use my action to pull it out, and see. The thing is, I want to wrap it in the fine cloth I have.
Okay, so you want to take the rod out and wrap it up.
Yeah. So my idea was basically just taking the rod out, wrap it up in the fine cloth, and I do have 60 feet of rope, and tie it to my back because I'm thinking like 100 pounds a person. A fully grown man is able to carry 100 pounds on his back pretty easily.
Yeah. I will say that
It's gonna use encumbrance rules probably though.
I'm okay with that.
yes, I will say that in order to make a proper lashing and the way to get it to lash it up, will take your action next turn as well, but you'll be able to do it next turn and then move.
All right.
You can just drag it with you now, though.
Okay, so I'm wrap it up right now. I'm preparing to wrap it, tie it up with a rope and strap it to my back the next turn.
Okay.
And with Dartha, how can I pronounce the name?
I know, Dorothra.
Dorothra. Okay, so clearly this is coming. So usage pressed.
The northernmost axe beaks make it into attack range next turn.
So, quick question. Let's see. Are these little picket fences around the map? Are these half cover or any?
Yes, getting behind them, putting them between you and an enemy will give you half cover. You can jump over them with relative ease with just your movement.
How much cover does this house give?
A house, if you're like standing and like it depends. If you're standing completely behind it, it'll give you full cover. If you're trying to poke out and shoot from it, it'll give you half cover or 3/4 cover.
Okay, so standing here and compared to here, is that considered half cover? If anything comes this direction and
if she's standing behind the house, she has total cover. If she's kind of poking out in a position where she can still shoot something, that'll be 3/4 cover.
Okay, cool. So I'm gonna hold. So next turn, these things should be able to come in within a range because it's within 100
Yep,
feet.
she will
right?
definitely come within range.
Yes, sir. Okay, so I'm gonna hold her action. So with the first second these things come in range, she's gonna shoot two bolts for
Okay.
her multi-attack. Alright, can I do that for a multi-attack?
A multi-attack, yes.
Okay, perfect. So that'll be her turn.
Okay.
And flinch, just skip flinch. He's gonna be with me the entire time.
Got it.
He'll be pulling the hemp rope and then flying close to me.
Okay. The Magmans, Ildmane is just going to point towards either building, towards the building to her right, as she passes by. And yep, this little Magman is gonna rush up to it and latch onto it. And that one too. Magman's turns.
Yo, guys, I'll be back. I need something to drink.
Oh, you got some time.
Perfect.
All right, that is their turn, bringing us to Drake.
Alright, so let's see. Those two are there. We're just gonna run down here. Snipe this orc here. Oh, that's a horrible rule.
Okay, who you shooting at?
This one right here.
Do you have disadvantage or is it standard? Straight roll.
Standard.
Okay, cool. Yep. 19's definitely a hit.
For 7 fire. Damage is a little lackluster. And then we'll just run back to here for now.
Okay.
And take cover. That'll be it for me. And as for Narsh, Narsh at this point, now that he's had a bit of time, let's see here. Narsh would like to grab some of the planks from the fence
Okay.
and start making a stronger barricade and or like better cover for himself, basically.
Okay, so he's gonna start pulling things down and making cover.
Yeah, making a stronger cover. Instead of just being half covered, the idea is he wants to make full cover for himself.
Okay. So at the end of this turn, he can get himself to 3/4 cover. Next turn, he can get himself to full cover.
Cool. Sounds good.
Okay, good stuff.
That's what I'll do.
Smart Narth. Okay. That brings us to Mr. Oxort. And now to the orcs. Right, here we go. So, how far can they make it?
Far enough to be a pain.
Right.
That is within Doratha's line of sight, right?
Yep, and she can take that shot.
Perfect. So, multi-attack and heavy crossbow. So 14. Does a 15 hit?
15 hits.
Perfect. And 21.
21 hits as well.
Damn, Doratha's on fire. Okay,
So
so
12
it's,
piercing to
piercing.
the first one. Right. He's definitely looking rough. Comes charging into town, and as soon as he makes it into Doratha's range, just boom, boom. A pair of crossbow bolts goes flying out towards him. Oh, wait 1 second. I don't think a crossbow is included in her multi-attack. I think her multi-attack is 2 melee attacks.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I don't unless she has crossbow expert.
Yeah, and I don't think she does.
Yeah, that's why I asked earlier. Can I shoot 2 times with the crossbow?
Oh, sorry about that. Yeah, Dorothea makes 2 melee attacks, so she can only make 1 crossbow attack at a time.
Oh, melee,
We'll just give back the lesser of those 2 hits.
All right, yeah, just I'll take the first one. Yeah.
Okay.
Just 15, 5 person.
Seeing that, as Dorothea pops around the corner to take her shots, a pair of the... Let's see how many of them are within that 120 feet. Ooh, all of them. 6 javelins are going to get thrown her way. All at disadvantage, though.
Hope she has a high AC.
It is her AC.
It's a 14.
It's not super
Ooh,
high. It's
that's
not, I
not-
wouldn't call
not
that
great.
low, though. So at disadvantage, 6 javelins.
And cover +2.
Thank you, yes.
Oh, good.
3/4
Yeah.
cover because she's behind a building, so that's +5.
Oh, okay. Now her AC is great.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah. So I want to make sure how much coverage does this give me? So
It
Right.
would be full cover, but
she's
she's
basically
taking it right now.
cornering the building with a crossbow, so she's got pretty good cover.
yeah, so it's 19. Perfect.
Alright. 1 hit. All right.
How much?
2 hit. Oh no, 19. 1 hit. 1
Wait,
hit
Matt-
for 4 piercing.
19 and
acceptable.
disadvantage.
19 and disadvantage. 1 hit.
Wow. Okay. All right. So how much piercing was that?
4.
4. She's okay. Gotcha.
All right. We are back around to the other orcs. These axe beaks are just gonna flee into the woods. Hopefully, okay, good. Are just gonna flee into the woods, and this one is still on his side of the fence, so he is going to just huck a javelin at Brevin. I believe he is still at disadvantage. Yep. Brevin at disadvantage. That is a 15 to hit
15 will hit.
for 6 piercing.
Poor squishy vampire.
Right. Now we've got these guys.
And I do need to make a con saving throw to see if I maintain my flight spell, right?
Yes.
Is that oh?
Right, Dandy. The orcs come charging up towards you. Go ahead, Brevin. It's only a DC 10.
Okay. Well, if I find where to do this thing.
So you would roll a D20 plus. Oh, it doesn't have you automatically concentrating on fly.
It didn't have fly pop up there, so I just
So you do lose concentration on fly. Do you want to take it?
Yeah, I might burn that one inspiration thing just to keep it going.
You got it. Still flying.
Mobility might be handy.
All right, Dandy, you have one that just closed up into melee distance with you, and he is charging straight forward, swinging a great axe. It is a 17 to hit
Matches.
for 9 slashing, halved by your
So-
rage to 5.
Oh, little itty bitty dandy.
And the other 2 are going to huck some javelins at you. I believe both of them are within optimal range now. They are. And it is a 10 and a 20 to hit. 5 piercing for the 20, halved to 3.
But now they're in fun range, aren't they?
They are.
Yup.
All right. Brevin, you're up.
First thing I'm going to use one of the burn one of the little form of dread things.
Okay, nice. Ooh, form of dread. If you guys watch Critical, I don't know if you guys watch Critical Role, but Marisha Ray's new character is actually playing a Warlock of the Undead. Brevin, if you want to see her do that, is pretty cool. Yeah.
Laudna.
Laudna,
She does
great
this-
character.
This is an awesome black oil thing. Like, hands down, this is her best character so far. I'm
Great.
loving her.
All right, Brevin.
So basically, back to full health there for a little bonus action.
Nice.
And look at here.
Did you bite an orc?
Let's see.
It's got so many diseases out of that. Even for a vampire, that's pretty gross.
And with that, he is going to aim at this ogre and fire a pair of Eldritch Blasts straight at it. I'm assuming a 9 does not hit.
9 does not hit, unfortunately.
Let's go for the second one. I bet a 25 does.
Oh, yeah.
Now, it also has to make a wisdom saving throw of basically same as my spellcasting modifier, which is...
That ogre is not hexed currently, correct? Because you are concentrating on fly right now.
correct.
Wisdom save from the... Making ogres make wisdom saves, man. Why you gotta bully him?
Mm-hmm.
Just get a
Yep.
9.
Yes, make a 16.
No. So he's frightened of you?
Yep, can't move any
Nice.
closer to,
Oh,
closer
yeah.
to me. At least not
Do
in the
it.
next turn.
Okay.
And with my movement, going to angle myself a little bit this way, where some things have a bit more disadvantage.
Nice, nice.
And since these things are coming closer that way, maybe get me in range where I can fire at both. And and I got to check out how close these enemies are to. No. Okay. Go away to meet that. There we go.
Alrighty, Brevin and
Okay, look at that. First,
Dars.
it looks like that my first orc up there that's coming in is just in range for a sling attack from Dars, which is that'll be a dexterity +4, a d20 +4.
You should be able to use his character sheet. Did I not give him token actions?
I do not see any.
Okay. Oh, you know, I did not give him token actions. I will give them to him right now.
Okay.
He has token actions.
Okay. Let me go back to this one. There we go. Try the sling and it's at disadvantage, but
9 does not hit,
Yeah, I don't-
unfortunately.
not going to hit. But he is also going to take the opportunity to. Well, let's see, where was he at? 5, 10, 15, 20, 20. Oh, go away. Basically, they're going to him and the horse are going to kind of dash over here to try to be out of range of any retaliatory javelins,
Okay.
while still close enough to possibly contribute a bit.
Got it. Right. Which does bring us back to the ogres. The first one of which is going to just like, just absolutely terrified of Brevin. He is going to smash that fence out of the way, but then he's just going to run away. The orc that's next to him is shouting at him and shaking his greatsword at him. But the ogre down here is going to come stomping up and it is going to throw a javelin at Dandy at disadvantage. Dandy, it's only an 8 to hit.
Nope.
That is the ogres, bringing us back to Horus.
Okay, let's have the smith move closer to the manor on the hill.
Got it. His full movement?
That's a 50-foot dash.
You got it. He is getting there. He's close.
Thank you. Can he make it the next turn?
He can. He can make it to the door next turn.
Okay. And me.
If these orcs just would have stood still so you could have fought them, this would be over with by now.
Yeah, if we didn't have 6 fireballs in the group, we couldn't take out, all the orcs that are clumped together. Yep, I'm on the wrong thing.
Fireballs are coming, don't worry.
Well, we're gonna be in close contact with them before that.
I've already measured this, and I can hit 5 of them with fireballs. So
What?
guess
The
what?
Orogs got skipped again. It's like they keep dropping out of initiative or something. It's so weird. I'm just going to move them real quick. They got a 19 on their initiative.
Don't worry about the ones from up top right now. Just focus on the ones at the bottom. I'll take care of them.
Okay.
Weird.
Okay, where's...
Wait, you're gonna use fireball on the fire monsters?
How
These
tall...
are not. These aren't fire monsters. Just normal orcs. So fireball should be fine
You
against
mean
them.
the orcs?
How high off the ground is Brevin?
Maybe about 4 or 5 feet.
Damn.
Do you need to grab hold of them?
No, I just... If you were 5 foot tall, I could move under you. You're 5 feet. It's okay. I can move in front of you.
He can pick his legs up and you can go under him.
Hi, Dick.
That's just obscene. Okay, I'm moving between, I keep... There, just the other side of Brevin. No.
Dandy's just in a posse of bad guys.
Yeah. You're doing well, though. They haven't been able to do too much damage to you yet.
I will...
Yet.
I will take a dodge, and I will be ready with my shield to block something should it come at Brevin.
Okay.
Okay.
Andy, you're up.
Dandy's going to pull the last javelin that was stuck in her out. I know there was one for about 20. And return it to its owner.
You do have an enemy within 5 feet of you.
Can I give it to that one? I was gonna throw it. I was gonna stab him.
Oh, yeah, go for it.
Dandy. She's going to throw her javelin and do her storm aura.
10 unfortunately does not hit, but Storm Aura will activate.
D6. Oh, sorry.
Does fail the dex save, so 4 damage to him and
Cool.
his axe speed.
So now that the javelin has been returned, Dandy's going to swing her axe at the woman that's right in front of her face.
Got it.
Do not see great axe up there. Let me get into my cheat real quick.
13 just hits, or 15 definitely hits, sorry.
Yay! And then, is that another D6 or is that one and done?
He's quite dead, and I believe its Storm Aura only activates once per turn.
Okay, cool.
But he is just completely just knocked squarely off of his axe beak, goes flying, drops into the dirt. He is very done.
Danny's going to point her freshly bloodied, brand new great axe at the other two and just tell them this is your chance to run.
Make an intimidation check at disadvantage.
Yes. Intimidation.
Their giants are still far scarier than you guys are right now.
Because I'm only 5 feet tall, isn't it?
That's why I thought too.
You guys better run.
All right. Anything else?
No, I'm good. Urgola is going to decisions. Yeah. I think she's going to take her place up here where there's kind of cover.
Okay.
Let me measure how far that dude is.
She would need to get directly behind the fences to get her cover, but she's close.
Okay, sorry. It's not. It's not ideal, but she is gonna shoot her shot at this guy with her short bow.
Okay.
It's at disadvantage, but it's close. Next time I'll be in the. How do I roll for her?
I just gave her token
D20?
action. So if you click away from her, if you click away from her token and click back, her short bow's active now.
Okay. Oh, get back on her. Okay. Oh, cool. Short bow.
10 does not hit, unfortunately.
That's all right. She says it's a warning shot. I get another one.
Multi-attack.
Yes.
2 attacks with her Morningstar or her short bow. She does get two ranged multi-attacks. Good stuff.
Should I fire again?
Unfortunately, 5 does not hit
That's
you.
worse. She's gonna really quick just restring because it's obviously defective.
All right.
I'm done. Thank you.
Okay. That brings us to Ildmane.
Bless you.
And she is going to continue her charge into town. She's getting close. She's getting close enough to be a threat. All right. Yee.
The savior.
He is just all. He just doesn't know why all these people don't have things wrapped up yet. Obviously, it was him flying closer that scared the ogre off, so he has to take matters into his own hands. Fly up here by this one and just scream really loud at it. And attempt to bite it.
Does your familiar have the attack action?
Wow! It just had a bite pop up on its.
Yeah, I know there's a certain subclass that allows your familiar to take attack actions.
I'm not worried about it. I don't think that's this one. That's the No, I think if it's like a druid and he'd conjured it, it'd be
Right.
able to, or if it was Pact of the Chain. If it was Pact of the Chain, it'd also be a lot more badass than a bat. Well, he'll just sit there and scream at him.
All right.
Because
Yeah, a familiar can't attack, but it can take other actions as normal.
Yeah. If anyone gets a shot at it, he's giving the help action, but really he's just aggravating it.
All right. Wait, Frederick.
All right, so put my handy dandy rope and tie the sticker to my back.
Okay. You now have a well-wrapped, 4-foot-long, 100-pound cylindrical object strapped to your back.
Frederick's like, oh god, okay, oh god. And he looks at the draft horse and he just like gets on it.
Nice, perfect.
So that is how much movement do I have now?
Second.
Yeah, because I have no idea how much the draft horse movement is.
Urgola is so irritated.
There it is. Look at the page.
Okay, so you haven't overweighed your draft horse, so your draft horse still has its full movement, which is with a dash 80 feet.
80 feet. Okay. Yeah, because I'm pretty sure I'll overweight the normal horse, right? The riding
No,
horse.
it actually wouldn't even overweigh the regular horse. Just you and 100 pounds is fine. Regular horses
Okay, so
have
I grab
60 feet, so 120 feet for the regular for the
Okay,
riding
guess-
horses.
I guess. Wait. Right. So the riding horse. Would if I go and grab Darothra, would I consider overweight
The
for
horse will
draft
lose
horse?
its dash.
For the draft horse?
If you're on the draft horse, we can say that it can carry you, Darothra, and the thing. If you use a riding horse, it will lose its dash.
I'll use one of the draft horses.
Okay.
And so, he can move his thing. Awesome. Okay. Cool. So I'm gonna move it straight. How far can I move?
Or it can't go over the fences.
How much moving will I lose if I try to go over the fences?
The draft horse definitely won't be able to jump the fence. They'll have to go around.
Won't? Okay. Okay. So we're going to be like 60 feet here, and 20 feet up to here. Okay. Cool. So I'm gonna grab the draft horse with the rod of Olgenbar. I'm gonna move right about here. Let me just get the Frederick with the thing. And that'll be my turn. I'm gonna go try to
Is
intercept Darothra.
Better than away?
Well, I'm trying to get Darothra, like,
Oh, he's trying to get to Darothra to get her out of there.
yeah.
Right.
I'm-
but you're
Drake-
bringing-
Drake-
you're
Drake
bringing
see-
the rod
I
to them.
know. Drake in his mind just sees this happening. He's like, "What the hell are you doing?"
Taking the rod closer to them.
Hey,
Okay, there's a
man,
plan here.
at
There's a
this-
plan.
At this point, I'm the target, and I'd rather make myself the target than the whole freaking populace.
All right,
But yeah,
and-
that'll be my turn, and Darothra would see basically me running down with the horse. I'm gonna call him Speed, or what's it called? And how much movement? She has 60 feet. Let me
Yep,
see.
she has 30 feet, 60 with a dash.
Okay.
So Frederick, just so you know, the axe beaks, the orcs will be on you on their next turn.
Yeah. Okay.
They will be on and among you.
Oh boy.
I used my action already with to carry the thing, right?
Yes.
And get on the horse. That's
Yep.
an action. Okay.
Getting on the horse is
yeah.
a half your movement, but since you got on the horse, you had your full horse's movement. Your action was creating your little sling, your backpack.
Yeah. Okay. So Darothra would take another pot shot with her crossbow.
Okay. Closest one again.
It is a 10.
That does
does
not hit. Right.
That'll be the turn.
Flinch is still with you. The Magmans
Yes, sure.
continue.
Darwin.
This one's just gonna rush up and set this other part of the building on fire. Poor Gelrins.
It's okay. We'll set them up in business in Waterdeep.
Nice. Okay. Okay. Drake, you're up.
All right. So after seeing Frederick's stupid move, I'm gonna run up here. I'm gonna be like, Frederick, stop fooling around and get that rod away from them. And I'm gonna cast Fireball.
Fireball. Nice.
So this is gonna hit the. This is gonna hit the back 5 here, leaving
Back
just the
5.
front one alone because that one's already been damaged.
15 for 29.
Yep.
Here they come. Oh, you took out all the axe beaks.
Nice.
Are the orcs are
And-
still alive?
Three of
Damn.
them are. 3 of the orcs are still alive, but badly
Damn.
wounded.
They must have like 1 HP each. Okay. Let's at least delay them for 1 turn. Let's see. How do I want to play this?
See, Frederick knew all along that you were going to take care of those orcs. He knew there was no real danger.
I was about to just cast Shatter on the area, so I was
Nice.
just like, okay. So that's literally what I was going to do, like stand the horse, cast the AoE.
All right. Drake.
So I'm gonna go ahead and
Well, I was going to say, when the fact that Drake said the rod, I imagine all of them heard it. I just look at Drake like, are you fucking serious?
All right. Moving
I don't know.
on.
I don't think I want to use any sorcery points yet, so I'll hold off. And I'm actually going to move up a bit more and try to draw their attention towards me as I yell out, "You foolish orcs! You dare come upon Tribor! I will show you what it's like to face one of the Order."
All of them are just kind of getting up, like, badly, badly burned. The only one that doesn't know what really happened is the one in front.
Is Drake able to call his dragon mommy or whatever she is?
Dragon mommy. Oh no.
That'll be turn for me.
All right.
And
I
Narsh
don't
will,
know
fin-
about
and
that.
Narsh will finish his full cover.
All right. There is no mechanic for Drake to call on the aid of a dragon, unfortunately.
Oh, okay.
Yet.
Yet.
I'm right here like, Drake, please call him Dragon mommy, and then she shows up.
All right. Brings us to Oxort. And let's see. I think he can start doing his super dangerous things very soon here. Let's move him his 30 feet first.
You sound way too excited about that.
Yeah.
I'm scared.
I mean, it's finally time for me to start having fun in this fight.
Aw.
Oh, are you right?
GMs like using their boss monsters, alright?
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, that's some crazy
Oh,
range.
nice. Drake, seeing what
Oh,
you
gosh.
just did, he is going to come stomping forward. And he's just going to look right at you and be like, "Huh." And you see him reach down, dig his hand into the dirt, and come back
Oh,
up with a
gosh.
huge boulder in just one hand.
Oh,
He
my
holds
gosh,
it in
that's
one
huge range.
hand like it was nothing. You can see this thing is quite huge. He rears back into a shot put stance and just heaves it towards you. You are
I'm
at the
hoping
long range, so he is at disadvantage.
Oh gosh.
Now you wish you had dragon mommy.
All right, here it comes.
Let's see what the roll is first.
Poor Drake.
Oh no. It is a 21 at disadvantage.
21 at disadvantage?
21 and a 23 was the roll.
Oh my gosh. Fuck. I can't get my AC high enough. Alright.
It's 33 bludgeoning.
Ouch.
So you guys just see this boulder almost in slow motion rolling through the air as it comes in this high overhead arc. And Drake, you can see it, but you know there's no way to get out of its way, and it just crashes into you and your horse.
Oh, horse is probably dead.
Yeah, you know, that's weird how that works. I'm gonna allow the horse a saving throw to see if it takes the damage as well or not.
Okay.
Even he saves it. 33. That's 16 damage.
No, it'll be for no damage on the save.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I'm guessing that'd be dexterity,
Yeah, dexterity saved from the horse.
which the horse is horrible at. Awesome.
Call it a DC
Hey!
13? DC 13?
It worked!
Hey!
It actually dodged.
Nice. So the horse ducks just out of the way, leaving Drake just to catch the full blunt of the rock.
You know what?
Jeez.
Didn't you guys bond?
Oh no.
I would have wanted the horse,
Well,
horse
not
dodge
well.
if they could. So
Right.
Gave me apples. I prefer carrots.
crap.
Bye.
Here come the
Get it
Orods.
right next time.
I knew I should have backed up right after. Damn it.
Luckily, it doesn't have multi-attack with rock throws. There are some giants that do.
Jesus
Ooh.
Christ.
Ugh, I
I'm
really
so
wish I had
sorry.
backed up.
Right? It's 200 and I think it's 240 feet. I think you were like right inside of it, Drake.
I
That's
moved up. I moved up
240.
because I have a higher EC than Frederick, and oh,
Yeah, you are
I
literally
can't see him
10
under the
feet.
horse. Is he down?
No, he's up. He's still alive.
Okay.
He's still standing. He's badly hurt, but he's still up.
thanks to my dragon blood, I'm still up.
All right, Drake. The surviving orc is going to charge you.
Yep.
Here comes a great axe swing. Oh, it's only a 9.
Oh, I do nothing. I laugh at it.
All right, more orcs.
I'll be like, ugh, that boulder hurt, but you are just laughable. Ugh.
Coughing up blood.
Oh no. All right, Drake. 3 orcs, javelins at disadvantage.
Mhm.
All right, here they come. 10, 7,
Okay.
and 9 all miss.
Yep. Good luck.
We've got our orcs to
There we
the
go.
other side now, western orcs. This one is going to come charging through the hole left by its ogre before it got scared and ran away. Does make it up to Horus. And Horus, it is going to swing its great axe at you from the back of the axe beak. It is only a 10 to hit.
That is a miss.
All right, Dandy. The other 2 are rushing towards you. They are not smart enough to flank you, luckily. Or have big dumb.
It's okay. So does Dandy.
So at disadvantage, it is, I'm sorry, regular rolls. 14 and 19.
19 hits.
Oh, that's a huge hit from this. It's 14 slashing, half down to 7.
Thank you, Dandy.
That is all
You're buried
orcs,
in orcs.
right? Look, oh, this axe beak is going to run now that its rider is down. Brevin, you're up.
It's okay.
I'm going to target.
Go ahead.
I'm going
go
to
ahead.
target the orc closest to Dandy. Well, I'm going to target the orc closest to Dandy right quick.
Okay.
And
There's 2 right on top of her. Which one? North or south?
Let's go south.
Literally buried in orcs.
All right.
And we're going to fire a few just to see if we can thin this out a bit.
My hero.
Well, that certainly hits. And 17 will take him out in one shot.
Nice. Then I will shift. I think I will shift my aim to the actual ogre over there. Then
Okay.
let's see if we can hit him.
You still have your presence thing? Is that stay active or is it just for the one hit?
It stays active. He'll have to roll. It only lasts until my next turn.
Okay. Okay, so he's no longer
so-
frightened.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's however far he managed to run the other way the last turn, but I did shoot this one that was inside of the deal.
Okay, 26 hits
The
as
one
well
who's in here.
for 10 damage on the ogre.
Now he'll have to make a saving throw, the same saving throw against a DC 16.
Oh, he actually gets a
Anyways.
crit success and gets an 18.
Awesome.
He has a -2 modifier to wisdom, but he got lucky.
That's pretty bad. It's success that he got an 18.
Oh my god, speaking of negative modifiers, I have a player in my Friday Icewind Dale game that just got feeble-minded.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's not good. She now has an intelligence of 1 and a charisma of 1. And they've decided to try and do one more mission before they go get her help.
Oh no! Oh no!
That's wrong.
Please tell
Well,
us
you
how
see,
that goes.
the clerics that they need to help her, they're already on a mission for them. So like they don't want to go back and be like, hey, can you help us again? We haven't finished what you asked us to do the first time you helped us, but you know, so they want to go finish the job for them before they go ask for help again.
Oh my gosh.
I love it so much.
I do think I will stay where I'm at the moment.
You got it.
I think Doris, on the other hand, is going to take a shot with his sling at the one at the ogre that is in front of Horace.
Okay. Where is Dars right now?
He's right up here. I think that's close enough. That's within 120 feet.
Oh,
right?
I see him. Yep. And
Yeah.
he's shooting at the orc. He's taking a slingshot at the orc.
Yeah.
Okay, 18 hits.
Oh, sorry. Sorry, I actually rolled it twice. Now, since there's an ally within 5 feet of it,
Sneak attack.
applies.
Yep. Sneak attack applies. 2d6 from
It
from
says,
Dars.
do you want me to do just a flat 7, or do you want me to roll 2d6?
Oh, you can go ahead and roll. Nice. If I know
11.
anything about what number is bigger than the other. All right. Takes him out.
So, and he might be staying about where he's at, considering how badly he just saw.
Right, Drake just
Drake
got
it.
fucking wrecked.
Yeah.
All right. And that, anything else from Brevin or Nars? Darth and Nars, those are some. It's the other way around, it's Dars and Narth. Yay. All right,
I think that's it for the time being.
you got it. That is going to bring us back around to the ogres, and Brevin, the one that you scared, is none too happy about looking like a wuss in front of his friends. He is going to come charging through the hole he made towards you. I think they have 50 feet of movement, being large creature. 40. And he's going to huck a javelin at you. I believe is at disadvantage. Horace, you are in the way, though. It is 24 to hit Brevin.
24 would hit.
For 7 piercing. Horace, are you going to do the thing? Andy, you're muted if you're saying anything.
Yes.
All right.
There. So that's a D10 plus proficiency.
Yep.
Or level plus proficiency. So 5 points come off.
Nice. Only two damage goes through to Brevin. As Horace raises his shield and catches the most of the brunt of that strike, it barely glances off, grazing Brevin. Now we have the ogre down here.
Okay, the
Ooh,
concentration did work. Awesome.
nice. He can't quite get to you, Dandy. There is an axe beak in his way. Sure, his range isn't 10 feet real quick. Pretty sure it's not. No. Okay. All right, he is going to hook javelin, though. His last javelin. It is only an 11 to hit.
Nope.
All right, that is ogres. Brings us to Horace.
Horace. Okay, so where's the man? So Gelgrin can finally make it to the manor.
Nice, yes, he can.
And he knocks on the door. Pound, 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 pound.
You hear an immediate shriek. Ah! Leave me alone!
The village is under attack.
I don't care. Go away!
The houses to the north are on fire. Yours is next.
They're coming for my house.
Look at the line of fire. And you have all the best stuff. Who else would they be attacking?
That is good. Let's get a
Oh, my
persuasion check
word.
at advantage, Horace.
Well, that's how do I do that on an NPC?
Make a straight charisma check from him. So we add advantage.
Did that work?
11.
11.
11.
Okay.
So he opens his door and he says, "You think they're coming for my stuff?"
Well, look at the line of fire. And look, they're right in front of the door to your house.
He swallows deep.
Surely a wizard of your power. And I hear you've been longing for the adventure. Why, this would be a good chance for you to, practice what you once used to do so formidably.
Okay.
I'm hitting all his diss ads. See those two guys up right behind my poor smith? Look at my smith. There are two guys right behind it on fire. Where could they possibly be going? Here.
Okay. He does emerge. You see him practically trembling right now. He is definitely very afraid. But youth will enter the initiative.
Yo.
Oh, look at that. What timing? Gets to act right after.
Yeah.
The man casts meteors.
He is a spellcaster of some renown.
I lost Horace. There I am. And I...
That all took place here. And now we are going to Horace's action.
The guy right in front of me. So he needs to make a DC 14 save.
You got it.
Wisdom.
The one right in front of you is just an axe beak now.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
The orc on top of him is dead.
I was confused. Is there anyone within 60 feet? Oh yeah, those guys are all within 60 feet.
Yeah.
Who is the most wounded?
Well, technically the ogre has taken more damage, but the orc has less hit points left.
Okay, let's hit the orc.
Okay. So 1d8.
14.
Oh, 5th level, 2d8. Nice.
2d12.
The orc has not taken any damage yet.
Oh,
The ogre
I'm
has.
disappointed.
The ogre has if you want to do the 2d12.
Okay, let's do the ogre.
Got it. Wisdom save. Coming in. Stabber, he's not very good at those, and he gets a -1.
Excellent. And then I want to... Who else is there? Okay, let's move 30 feet closer to Dandy.
Okay.
Because there's only an axe beak, right? Fine. Count that out for me.
Oh, you want to see just your distance?
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So, there.
Okay.
Okay, I'm done.
All right, that brings us to Huth, who's standing there next to Gelrin and is like, I don't know. I'm but I must.
You can do this. It'll be just like old times, only better.
He nods, says, You're right. You're right. It's time to stop hiding. And he throws a hand out and casts Fireball right in the middle of the Orogs.
Oh,
Right
Approve.
there. Approve.
a boss NPC versus a boss NPC. Let's do this.
Get my ruler out.
How the tables have turned.
20-foot radius. Okay, so he gets three of the 5. Good damage too. All right, so gaining the confidence that he needed to emerge from hiding and join this fray from Gelrin, he casts Fireball, and a massive explosion happens right at the middle of the line of advancing armored half-orc, half-ogres. And DC 14 for 37. Only one succeeds. Boom. All right, so the fireball expands, catching several of these orcs. One of them manages to dive out of the way in time, but the fire fully engulfs the other two, dealing significant damage to those armored creatures. Huth is gonna look towards Gelrin and be like, "Shall we?" And he's gonna turn and start running back towards the center of town, away from his stuff. Or would he go back inside to protect his stuff? What do you guys think? You think he would stay here with his stuff to protect it?
Does he have tunnels?
Well,
He does have tunnels out.
Use the tunnels. he would definitely use the tunnels.
Wait. I have a question. Does he value his stuff more than his own life?
I would say no.
Then I would say he'd start making his way towards town where he can fight in numbers.
Okay. Okay, yeah, his tunnel's back inside the house, so he is going to start making his way away with Gelrin. So, yeah, 30 feet for him. Right there. Right, Dandy, you're up.
I can't keep up.
Oh no, he will travel at 25 feet per turn to let
Yep.
Gelrin keep up with him.
Oh, it's so nice of him.
Let him run and let Gelrin follow.
Yeah, that was good. I set the DC at 11 too. I put it pretty low because that was a good speech, but you barely made it, so good stuff. All right, Dandy, you're up.
yes. I think I would like to swing my great axe at the thing right to the north of me, please.
Okay. Does Dandy have reckless attack, just out of curiosity?
Yes.
Okay, not using
How
it
do
though?
I do that?
You
how
just
do I
say
do that?
you just say it. I think it's a free action.
I'm gonna be reckless.
So what reckless does is you have advantage on your attacks, but attacks against you also have advantage.
I ain't scared.
Okay, 23 hits.
Yay! And then a D6, right? I keep asking. I know it is.
And it's half damage on a success.
Yes.
So your axe catches him square in the chest. He's sitting there looking like, trying to, like, he pulls it out. He goes sort of squelch as he pulls the axe out of himself. And he's looking up, it's like, is that all you got? And before he can even finish the sentence, the lightning strikes down and just completely fries him. At mid-sentence, he stops cold and falls off of his axe beak.
In fact, it is not. I'm gonna pick my axe up from his dead body. And can I be reckless with the ogre?
Yep. Reckless attack stays on until you stop attacking recklessly.
Okay.
Just check that out real quick here. When you make your first attack on your turn, you can decide to attack recklessly. Doing so gives you advantage on melee weapon attack rolls using strength during this turn. But attack rolls against you have advantage. So it's something you have to do at the beginning of each attack round. Okay, so you want to move up to this guy and hit him?
Yes.
Okay.
I got a 17 and a 19.
17 hits. Yeah, you have advantage, so 19 definitely hits.
I think for my... No, I'm going to save my bonus. I'm going to save my... Is the Healing Hands bonus, or is that an actual
Healing Hands would be a bonus action, but so is your Storm Aura to activate it.
Oh, okay. So I'm done then.
All right.
Then for Urgola... I have to... Hold on, find her real quick.
She's right next to me and Drake.
Yes. She's
Right
going
there.
to get under cover and fire her short bow at the first.
Nice.
Wait, yeah, that guy, that thing. Thank you. Pew
Ooh,
pew.
18 hits for 3.
Sweet.
Nice.
Or 6 if you want to do the.
You
Do
know,
the
I
thing.
will let you guys use your sessionals on your NPCs if you want to.
What's a sessional?
Your sessional inspiration.
die? Okay. Yeah, that's fine. I'll use it on that guy.
He dies.
Worth.
And I'm going to shoot up north at that little dot.
Yeah, they're all like 1 HP.
That one, yes, thank you. Pew.
Short bow, is that disadvantage with the short bow? Either way, it's still a miss.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah, I'm done. Sorry. Thank you.
right. That is going to bring us to Ildmane, who, if Oaksort was in range, you guys all know what that means. Ildmane is going to come forward 30 feet.
No. Rip.
Okay, how many good targets does she have? I feel like she has more than one good target this time. Oh, yep, she's got Urgola. Of course, she's got Drake. She's got Rothra at half cover, and she's got Frederick. Okay, so here's how we're gonna do this.
Cover?
She is going
I think-
to.
Drothra is at full cover right now. I think she's behind the building.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she's not peeking.
So she can't be targeted.
Myself. Do
So.
I have? Hello?
Yep, I can hear you.
Do I have full cover? Do I have like partial covers? And then,
We'll
like,
say you have
behind the
3/4 cover since you're mostly behind a building, but Urgola and Drake have none. So.
Yep.
house? I thought Urgola was behind cover.
Let's have
I wish I had
somebody that
cover
is
right
not
now.
one of these 3 roll a d3. So we're gonna say that Ildmane reaches back, digs out a boulder, and she gets into the same shot put motion and then hurls it. But she just hurled it into that general direction. So it is an opportunity of hitting either Drake, Urgola, or Frederick. So
A D. What do you want to roll?
actually, we'll let one of you 3 decide your fate. So either Ace, Neat, or Crimson, either one of you guys can roll a d3, and 1 is Drake, 2 is Urgola, 3 is Frederick.
Urgola would probably be the best target here, to be honest.
It really is. Wait, you mean D4?
D3. You can just do /R space 1d3.
Oh, okay.
There's technically no such thing as a d3 in the regular set of dice, but
You roll a d6 and you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
that would be, yes,
Oh, okay.
that.
Or a d12, because who uses d12s?
Oh, it's Frederick.
There
No,
we go,
that's the
3.
d6, so 1, 2, 3, 4 would be Urgola.
Oh, it is Urgola. Oh, okay.
Okay, here it comes.
Ooh.
Good luck,
Oh,
Urgola.
okay. Urgola, no.
Rock!
That's probably the best option, honestly.
It's
It
a
really is, but-
15 to hit Urgola.
Come on,
I don't know
Urgola.
what Urgola's AC is.
Hold on, I'm looking.
I have it listed. I'm gonna
Come
put it
on,
on her.
16 AC. Let's go. 16. Come on.
Her AC is 12.
Her
Damn.
12.
She takes 22 bludgeoning as the rock collides squarely with her.
Is she downed or not, though? That's the question.
No.
No.
She's not down?
No, she has 58.
Perfect.
Yeah,
Holy
somebody-
shit! Holy shit!
That thing.
Oh yeah, definitely. She's definitely the best target for
Yeah,
it.
some of these NPCs are tough.
Roll the damage, please.
Why now he has 18 HP and there's
It was 22, Dandy.
Thank you.
How much HP she had from the start?
She had 50 something.
Jesus.
Yeah, a couple of these NPCs have more HP than you guys do.
No,
Yeah.
with Daratha, I understand why Daratha has so much HP. I didn't think Urgola had that much HP.
Yeah, Urgola's been around, guys. She knows her shit.
Urgola's a unit. That's
She's
what she is.
she's got some really good abilities too. She has, I mean, I'm sure Ace, you noticed this, but she has a really good ability for this particular fight.
Yeah, she does.
Yes. And so does Gelrin, I believe, has that same bonus ability that makes him invaluable in this particular instance. Yeah. Okay. So, Ildmane marches further into town. They're not dashing anymore, so they're going to take less time because now they're just going to be 30 feet, huck a rock, 30 feet, huck a rock until they're in town. But, rocks. All right. That is going to bring us to EE's turn.
He is unsure what the humans did to cause parts of the sky to fall.
I love your descriptions of E's thought process. It's so great.
But somehow this thing here has decided that it is brave and has came back to challenge him, so he's going to come near it and start pestering it again.
Challenge me.
Which, of course, mechanically gives the help action to whoever attacks it next.
All right, everybody.
Oh,
That brings us back to the top of the initiative, and this is a good spot for us to stop for the evening. This fight is likely to go on for the entirety of next session as well, but this is a good spot for us to stop. Top of the initiative rolls are